All right, so let's start this broadcast with the big story that we are tracking on WION at this hour. The anxious people on both sides of the Gaza Strip are watching with a lot of concern for news about their loved ones. Now, there are families who are extremely worried about the plight of their respective family members, and also questions in Israel are being asked as to what has become of the hostages and what is the Israeli government doing to try and get them freed. Now, these are images on your screens that were recorded from Jerusalem. Now, remember, these are the pictures of those who are presently under the custody of Hamas for almost about a month now. There are quite a few foreign nationals as well. And it's exactly 30 days since this round of conflict began. These pictures that are being displayed in the walls of Jerusalem's old city, and many family members of those who are in Hamas's custody lit up candles and held a vigil in the night. Pictures. Meanwhile, in Tel Aviv, about 100 different actors, Israeli actors from the National Theatre, they sat on empty beds to mark the absence of those who have been abducted by Hamas, and they are in Hamas's custody. They read stories as they grieved and also remembered them.
I think that when you put together the intention of bringing peace, when you put together all the people and their hearts are open, and something that is touching like this, and the atmosphere that comes around, it really affects. It really makes a very stronger effect of the scene.
The family members of those who are presently in the custody of Hamas, they also staged a protest against the Israeli government. They are asking questions of their government and are asking the government what is it doing to try and get them released. Now, the lack of any news, they say, has increased their fears and desperation.
But now it's been so long, I'm starting to lose it again. And, you know, it's been 31 days, and that's too long to be without my kids and my wife, and for them to be held captive in a foreign place, you know, underground, in a small room, and I don't know in what situation they are in, health-wise, or, you know, if they're being fed, taken care of. So I can only hope that everything is all right.
And also on the other side of the Gaza fence, there are stories of Gazans who have been separated from their family members by the war. Many who are not in Gaza when the war began are now simply unable to visit the besieged enclave and to be with their family in these troubled times. They're living in other countries, and they are increasingly anxious about the well-being of their family members in Gaza. Meanwhile, many Gazan workers and laborers have been sent back by Israel after cancelling their work permits. These workers used to work for bare minimum wages in industries of construction, restaurants and supermarkets in Israel. They've not only lost their livelihoods, but they've also suffered a huge amount of humiliation and have been left vulnerable at a time when their families in the Gaza Strip are facing a relentless bombardment by the Israelis.
كان معنا تصريح العمل وخشينا جوا العمل يوم الخميس بعد عيد الفيسع، واشتغلنا اسبوع. بعد الاسبوع بننام في السبع في البيت تاع السبع. فصار الحدث هذا اللي صار القصف والشيء اليوم السبت، فصبحنا مثبتين غادت. فبعد اسبوع من الحدث هجمت علينا الشرطه بقلب البيت واحنا نايمين، اخذتنا عريانين من دون حفايات، من دون كنادر، من دون مصاري، من دون جوالات، من دون مصاري، وحبسونا. واليوم طلقونا في هذا اليوم، يعني فوق ال 25 يوم إلا محبوسين. لا اعطونا امانات ولا اعطونا مصارينا ولا حاجه، وكل اللي جاي وراي هذا الساعه بالصبري كله مفلس ولا معاه هويه، الهويه مش معانا، يعني مجهول الهويه. الرقم هذا اللي برجلينا هو السبب الرئيسي، ولا مصاري، وهينا بنشحذ السيجاره شحده وبنقول حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل. هذا اللي بنقدر عليه واحنا العمال.
As the war continues to rage, many foreign passport holders are stuck in the war-torn region, although some have been able to in fact move out, with emotions running high as they reunited with their families.
It means the world to me that we were able to leave safely, and we were able to come here and see their faces one more time. I honestly didn't think I would make it.
So my mom started contacting the State Department. I even took videos of her talking to the American embassy in Israel because it was just so rude. It's cold. It's like so blunt that we're not going to be helping you. You're Palestinian at the end of the day. You're from Gaza Strip at the end of the day.
الجحيم اللي احنا شفناه ما حد شافه. إبادة عرقية. إبادة جماعية، إبادة الشعب الغزاوي الفلسطيني إبادة.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.